Once again, another awesome episode. Welcome back to the channel. So as you guys can see here, we tore this truck down to nothing. We fabricated the frame to accept a 6.5 foot bed, which by the way, used to hold a 8 foot bed. So now it's considered a shorty Duramax. It's sort of a one-off build from what most people do. We're gonna go ahead and ship everything off for sandblasting and powder coating. And once we receive all the parts, for example, the frame, the rear end, the cross members, the torsion bars, everything, we're gonna go ahead and assemble this thing at Ryan's Diesel Service Kodiak Truck in Wisconsin. But more importantly, this is gonna be a very satisfying video, so make sure you watch till the end, because once everything comes together, you're gonna see a fully custom powder coated frame, the engine, the transmission, everything's gonna come together, and it's going to be awe-inspiring. A lot of care, a lot of effort, and a lot of man-hours have gone into this truck. So if it's your first time stopping by, definitely hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you guys can't miss an episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the team together, get this truck assembled. Just sit back and enjoy. It's gonna be really satisfying to watch how this thing comes together. Wow, this place is huge. Look at that oven back there, guys. Look at that. Oh, is that an oven too? Probably. I kept thinking of one color the whole time, like let's just not do black, but you're right. With the paint scheme and everything going on, we definitely have to go black on this.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if we go blue, it's just gonna look dumb. I did the red frame on my Cummins and it just didn't look right, you know? Oh, it clashed with the blue, but still. I think I'm learning the hard way.
I think when you jump into some of them bold colors, though, they gotta be right, otherwise they'll clash.
Oh, yes. Well, now that we have it set down, we got all the other parts ready to go. I think at this point we can go ahead and leave here.
Yeah, we should be good. It's in good hands here. Promax, diversified truck, Big Ben. They're gonna get everything taken care of for us, powder coated, and yeah, we're excited. We're gonna have one big model to put together.
What city are we in?
We are in Big Bend, Wisconsin. So if you guys need something like that, look these guys up. Been dealing with them for years. They're great people. Quality, family-owned business. I said, like you say, they've done everything for us. They did the blasting on the Victory Max on the first chassis and first truck that we built. So on the channel.
So we're gonna get pretty familiar with us. After.
Yeah, absolutely, they will.
Very cool. All right, boys, we're gonna go ahead and load this thing up. That's it, right? We're done? Send it?
That's it, yeah. We'll just load it down on there, put the body on, and we'll hook it behind a four-wheeler.
Check it out, guys. Just a small example. Of course, they're not going to be completely done. We got to start blowing all these little bolts off and stuff like that. But look at that. What is that, Mark? 20 years?
Yep.
Woo. Man, it gets it right down, doesn't it?
It does, and you guys are going to be amazed when this is done, because we're going to go gloss black on this frame. And this frame, in the videos, it might look really ugly pitted. It's not.
No,
it's not. This truck came from out west, as we said earlier, and this thing's beautiful. This is going to be a looker, I guarantee it. I already know what this thing looks like in my head done. So, you know, this is the kind of stuff I love building drivetrain stuff, but this is the kind of stuff that when we get together as a group, we love building this stuff.
Yeah, we can do this all day. I wish I could do this for a living, man.
Yep,
I do.
Just have to have a pizza break. So.
Yeah, lots of pizza.
Going to keep the 373 ratio. We're using the same ring and pinion over. There was nothing wrong with it. We were putting the AAM track right in. As you can see, we've already got our races installed in the housing for the pinion, our adjuster wheels in for the carrier, which obviously all that stuff was stripped out when it went to powder coat. We've got our carrier sitting back here, pinion, we've got our yoke, brand new speedy sleeve on that. Gear set pattern, beautiful. Drive and coast side are very, very nice. So we're gonna go ahead, keep plugging along on this thing. We're gonna get the pinion seal in it. We'll torque our main caps, and then we'll get our outer assemblies on, our hubs, our backing plates, and everything there.
Guys, as you can see, we got all the parts here from Guerin Transmission. Guerin fixed us up with their deep pan for the Allisons with the filter lock on here as well. And then they also got with their custom billets PTO plates. Our trains we're going to build for the shorty build. Obviously 2-wheel drive truck, so you guys can kind of see maybe that there's a bolt-on yoke here. Got a combination of Alto clutches with Simray bested carbonites. We got we're going to do the LML piston build like we always do on all our transmissions. Even our small transmission, the 550 gets that. But this is going to be a 750 build. We got a transfer junior shift kit there. We got a converter flow valve. And then on this particular unit too, we're going to try something different. We're going to go to the R converter this time around. We're going to give it a little bit more launch. Okay, we've already to the point where we got our C3 clutches in, our LML pistons. We've drilled the case, we've washed the case through the hot tank. We've got our Guerin covers already on there, our C3 oilers. All our other parts, most of our parts are sitting here. Everything's washed, prepped. We're going to start assembling more of this as we go here. There was nothing really majorly wrong with this transmission. This truck was never tuned or anything else like that. It was basically a work truck. You guys seen that with the service body on. So everything was in really, really good shape. The fluid looked dirty, filthy nasty, but all in all, it was good. So we're going to go ahead and get this together the rest of the way, and you'll see the finished product. Cross-hatching in the cylinders actually still looks really good. Being that this thing was a pretty stock engine or stock truck that way, we weren't expecting to see a whole lot of questionableness as far as that goes. So we got it tore down. We're going to get the block cleaned up.
Back on the tips of the forks.
All right, so we've been assembling this engine probably we've been on it for about a half hour to an hour or so. Yeah, not really too long. And now we're ready to drop in what size turbo are we putting in this shorty build?
It's gonna be a 64 mil, one of our drop-ins. This is nothing different than what you guys would buy off the shelf as far as that goes. 10-blade turbine, 6-blade billet compressor wheel, adjustable wastegate actuator on there. So this will be the standard production unit that we use every single day here.
All right, boys, the powder coating parts are here. We're gonna go ahead and get all this out of the truck and show you guys what we have. I think you're gonna be pretty impressed. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and pull all this stuff out. Looks awesome. We'll talk about it. I think this is a wow factor. I don't know, Mark, you think you can get this out by yourself?
Yeah, but I don't want to show off.
Yeah.
If we get that part setting on the blanket, then we'll set it down on the ground, then we'll situate our jack stands in height and come back and lift one end at a time. Okay. You know what, guys, go to the rug. Go straight to the rug. My back's about to blow out. In fact, I think it just did. Set it down. I have to take a break. Watch out. Hang on. Hold up, we're gonna lose the rug a little bit. Okay. We're gonna lose the rug. It stands in the front. We go to the cross member in the front here for now. And put 2 stands here with towels on. And then that'll allow us to work on the front suspension and get the rear underneath it. And once we can get the thing on wheels, then we're in way better shape. Somebody slide the stands in, and we're gonna have to get back here and lift the frame up and pivot it down there.
You slide the stands.
Yeah, you slide the stands and then we'll pick up, Mark. Crazy. You gotta go a little higher. All right.
Okay. Nope. One on each side. Okay. Come on a little bit.
Okay, now let's check on those and make sure those are good.
The shake test. All right, Ryan, jump on it.
Yeah.
As long as we can get that rear.
All right, I'll see you guys Monday.
I think that's gonna be.
No, I can get it. No big deal.
As you guys saw in the video, we dropped the RDS 64 mil in there. We have a Sportsman CP3. We're also running 45 overs, and he's having a great time over here, wire looming things.
Basically cleaning up the whole harness, making it look like something, getting any of the grease and everything off of this harness.
It's a lot of work.
There's some stuff that we're not using anymore, so we're going to unpin a whole bunch of wires out just of stuff that's going to be eliminated, that's not needed or whatever with the build that we're doing with this thing. So it's a long process, and it takes quite a few hours, but it'll be pretty sweet when it's done at the end.
So the prep work time, even just doing the wire looming and such, and just cleaning everything up, actually takes longer than building an engine. Am I wrong?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, could have that engine together a lot faster than it's going to take. I'll probably be here. What is it? It's 5 o'clock. I bet you if I'm done by 8, 9 o'clock tonight, I will be mind blown if I actually have this finished. Like, that'll be the perfect world.
Well, we'll see what happens. Keep watching, guys. And this is my friend Beard. Hi, Beard. You guys will see him more on this video as well, because he's going to be a key asset to this build. A true team player.
That sounded so nice.
Well, we are going with a traditional AirDog 165 gallon per hour. Sell these on the website, guys, if you want to purchase one. But yeah, I think this is going to more than handle what we're trying to throw at this as far as horsepower. And it's going to keep the fuel clean, you know, keep the water separated and the air and the dirt and such from the fuel. Definitely a good investment for really any diesel, but especially if you have a LB7, so your 01s to your 04 Duramaxes. It's really going to keep those injectors happy for a very long time. And it comes with all the brackets and such that we need, but we're really not going to be needing much of this. We're really just going to be needing this bracket to this and a few other little odds and ends. But, well, actually, yeah, you prepped it pretty well on the frame.
Yeah, because of the short bed and the standard cab, we had to fab up our own bracket to mount the pump. So we figured that out ahead of time when we did the frame shortening and everything, so we'll be fine.
And we also removed that fuel cooler too, so.
Yep, that's gone.
Be a little bit easier. We're just going to use the half-inch hoses. I think they're half-inch. Well, yep, half-inch hoses. And we're really just going to run this stuff from the engine all the way up to the lift pump and the fuel tank and such.
It'll drop 3 times, and what I do is you can usually eyeball it or guesstimate from the edge of the bell housing here to the pad on the converter is about 1.25 inches. It should be inward.
So that's one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. There's the second one.
That's the third one too.
Oh, okay.
That's all of them. So now if you look, if you were to put a tape measure on here and come out to the end, you're about 1.25 inches in.
So that's the rule of thumb, huh?
Yep.
So right now, guys, we're actually installing the Death Crypt tie rods, probably some of the best on the market. These are made by Kryptonite, and I absolutely love them. They look really good too. You know, man, maybe we should have powder coated these blue. I guess it's too late now, right? Right, Jesse?
We ain't got time for that.
Well, that's what we're doing right now. We're just getting these things on. Luckily, it's a 2-wheel drive truck, so this thing actually, the install is pretty seamless. There's really not much to do in the front. But we also have Kryptonite hubs. Right. Oh. Never have to worry about anything. I mean, they have a lifetime warranty on these, but you're not going to have any problems with these. These are made for like offset wheels, big giant wheels. They put these things to the ringer. I have them on my truck. I've had them for about 3 years. I've never had an issue with them. And that's with the 22x14s on them. You have to come my way a little more.
Yep. Don't pull hard. You're going to pull it off the jack. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, Robert?
I like it. That's gonna all go together real nice.
I like the gunmetal gray that you picked out with the on the blue and then the black. Just ties everything up.
It's not over the top. It's done right. Doesn't
Yeah.
look like a circus.
Actually, I know this sounds weird, but just the little touches, just like the RDS highlighting on instead of powder coating the whole housing. And look at this, guys, heat shield. That was your idea. A lot of guys just take the heat shields off and.
And the heat shield on the bottom. Actually blasted it, painted it.
Oh, yeah, underneath the turbo.
Literally at this point isn't a part that hasn't been blasted, painted, wire wheeled, polished.
All right, guys, so let's go ahead and clip into the powder coating, which we just picked up from Gary's shop. Thank you so much for all of your support. I know you donated a lot of time, a lot of effort into this. You haven't seen everything come together, which is really cool. All right, what do you think, Gary? First impression.
It's looking awesome.
You guys did a great job. You really did. It came out really well. Especially that frame and that rear end, man. Just pops.
What the hell?
The rear end's a blueberry illusion prismatic.
Is that what it was called?
Yep.
Blueberry
illusion.
illusion prismatic.
Prismatic powder.
Ooh, buddy. Oh, man. Check this out, though. Look how the torsion bars came out. That looks good, doesn't it?
They look awesome. The whole thing looks awesome.
So I think with all the work that you and your team did over there, plus with the engine, the transmission, it's all coming together. We don't really need to powder coat anything else. I think we went a little crazy. Big shout out to Gary at Promax Custom Powder Coating in Big Bend, Wisconsin. I'll leave all of their information in the description below, as well as a phone number. Let them know Truckmaster sent you. Maybe they may be able to work something out. They did donate their time and effort, so definitely support these guys.
More steady.
I think it's awesome. The whole build's really coming together. I mean, the attention to detail in this is incredible, and that's what makes a quality build. You know, when you get down to the nuts and bolts, yeah, anybody could probably take this thing apart, put it back together. But can you do it with detail, quality parts, and quality work? That's what makes a cool hot rod. Probably going to be one of the nicest trucks yet we build, which is going to be tough because we're going to have to keep outdoing ourselves.
Yeah, no kidding. Outdoing every time. But we'll see what the next one brings.
Yeah, good.